Okay, I'm back at it. I'm back from the store. I've got some parts here. I've got some other parts in the bag, and here's the coupling that I have. See, this is called a slip coupling. See how it kind of dips in on the front side on both sides, and this is 5/8 compression coupling. Let's see if you can see that. 5/8 compression. Okay, and believe it or not, they've got, not all drip irrigation pipes are the same. You know, I went to the store and remember I was telling you before, if you had seen that previous video clip, some drip irrigation pipes are 3/4 inch, some are 5/8, and believe it or not, I believe some are 1/2 inch. Now, I've never seen any 1/2 inch ones before, but that's why when I cut that little piece out of there, I measured it and wanted to make sure I got the right piece at the store, okay? The right size, because you don't want to just pick up a 5/8 coupler and come back and find out, oh, it's too small, it's too big, or whatever. Okay, so time to get busy once again. Hope you join me. Okay, I told my mother I had to be somewhere about 2 o'clock or had to get ready, and it's 12:30 now, so I'm hoping to finish this, and she was reminding me about that. Okay, my coupling's here, and I want this all nice and clean on the outside. And there's a little bit of water inside the pipe when I dip it down. And you see this here, I can put it on there, and I think I want to make this gap a little bit bigger. Okay, just a little bit, but I think even that I could probably make it work, you know, without cutting it any bigger. I'm gonna make it just a hair bigger. I've got some tin snips, some sheet metal snips, and I got some Weiss tin snips too. I might be able to do it with that, but because I've got these other ones, I'm gonna snip it off. I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger. I'm gonna cut off another 1/4 inch or so. Okay, that's all. I believe I can do it with that, because I think this slides in all the way. Okay, and so it doesn't matter whether or not I have a 1/2 inch there, 3/4 of an inch, or whatever. Okay, I'm trying to dry this off a little bit. I shouldn't have really gotten any water on there. It doesn't really matter on that, but I'm just going to mark it with the felt tip pen. I'm going to kind of hold this about in the middle. I'm eyeballing it, and I see I need this end to go in that far, about there, and so I'm going to put just a felt tip marker on there, like that, and that'll kind of give me an idea of how far this one should go. Okay, that's the only reason why I dried that off. Okay, and on these, I've done one of these before, just recently, for Motha in her front yard. She just happened to have an area that needed to be repaired, so I know these, it's hard to push on and twist it on for some reason. If you kind of walk it back and forth, you can get it on there easier. Let's just see here. Let's just see. Make a liar out of me, huh? Okay, there. See, it seems like it won't go, but then you just play with it a little bit and it will go. Okay, I got it right where I need to be. Now, on this, I can just lift these two up like that and kind of get it going. And it's a coupling sleeve, see? And so, if I just kind of walk it down there like that, there we go. Okay, that's it. No leaks. That will not leak later on. Can you believe that? It's kind of hard to put on there. You just kind of work at it a little bit and kind of walk it on, just like I showed you. Okay, and that's as good as new. Now I've got to fix this, and this has been on here. This used to be an old one, obviously, and before, the reason why I had to cut that out was because there was another one of these. It was the 16th or 8th inch stuff. This was the old one, and it snapped. It snapped off the pipe. This little pipe was in here, and I was digging around it, and it snapped right off. And the coupling on the back side, the end of the coupling, was right in the pipe. And for me to have put something else in there, it would have pushed that other little thing inside there, and it could have gotten stuck somewhere. So I wanted to get that out of there. Okay, and so I snipped it out. I show it all in that other video. If you watch it, you'll find it. And this one, and so that one went up in there. It got cut off. The landscaper guys, see, this was here. This was up in there, and it was cut, and it was up above the ground. And this one was up above the ground, and this one fit right in like that. And this was underneath here, watering the plant. And when they were cutting the bush, sometimes, you know, you got to be careful when you're trimming, you know, round off bushes and stuff. They're round down here, and if you get a drip irrigation pipe just sticking up out of the bottom a little bit, their snippers can cut it off, and that's what happened. So, okay, I got that fixed, and now instead of putting something else, because this one was here and because it was capped off, they weren't using it for anything. I'm going to use it. And see, you can cap something off this way. I'm just using some electrical cutters to cut that off. You see there? If you don't have an end, you could do that. You could take a little wire there. This has been on there, oh, I don't know, 20 years. It's all rusted. And as long as you just kink the pipe, as long as you have something on there, it will stay. Okay. That's all it was. Okay. And so I've got some other tubing. I happen to have another little piece of tubing, and this was a flag dripper. This was a flag dripper, and years ago that's what they used all the time before they started using regular bubblers. Okay, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to decide not to use it, but I can keep it in case I ever need it. If it's working, this could be 20 years old too, and you would turn it. You could turn this to turn it on and off, and that was what a flag dripper. That's what a flag dripper was years ago. Okay, so that probably still works, but I'm choosing not to use it. Okay, so I'm just going to cut these ends off, because I happen to think this piece is long enough, and here the landscape guy had done it again from years ago, see right there? And that's why they capped it off. They just capped it off. And you see, this pipe is probably plenty long for me to connect onto this pipe, right? So I'm gonna grab my little bag of goodies here, and I should have some couplings. here's my couplings, and in fact that bag has never been opened. I wonder if I have a bag that's already open with couplings in it. Maybe not. Alright, I'll cut that one. I'll cut that one open. These are called barbed connectors. And so, come on. It's not. I was trying to keep it so I could, you know, sometimes if you don't know what something is later on, you might want to read here, but if you rip it off, you can't see it forevermore. Okay, so, but I know what they are. And then these are designed for 1/4 inch tubing. That's all it is. Is a little coupling. And so I'm going to take it and put it on there and kind of twist it on there. And this pipe is pretty old. I could have taken my pliers and grabbed it and then done it like that. Okay. And I'm going to take this one and do the same thing. All I'm doing is extending the same pipe. Okay, that's it. And that's going to be plenty long for me to get it up in there, and I'll rearrange it and stuff, and I want to see. I think, you know, for the sake of argument, I think I'm just gonna put the bubbler on the end. And I've decided to put there's another bubbler there, so I am going to put a 1 gallon bubbler on there. Okay, and when you look at these, I don't know if you can see that, but it says 1 GPH pressure compensating dripper, and they have 1/2 gallon, they got 1 gallon, they got 2 gallon, and there's another dripper underneath this bush. Okay, so, and that one's probably a 1 gallon. A bush about this big could probably take like a 2 gallon dripper. Okay, but because it already has one, I'm going to put a 1 gallon dripper on there. Does that make sense? And here's what the little dripper looks like. See, it's going to drip out of there, and I'm just going to poke the pipe into that. Let's see. I'll show you how big that bush is. It's pretty big. Okay, and I'm just gonna put this on the end of this, and I'm gonna twist it on there. And you know what? Maybe before I do that, I can turn the water on and make sure there's nothing in this line. Like when I cut that, before I cut it, and after I cut it, if it got any dirt in there or anything like that, when I put water in here, if there's anything in this line, it could shoot up through this pipe and get caught in my bubbler, right? So if I just leave the bubbler out and turn the landscaping water back on, let's say, it'll flush that out, okay? I'm gonna do that real quick, be right back.